Now we've got our window clean, we've just squeegeed it, it's all looking great. You'll notice that there's always going to be some water down the frames and on the edge of the window, along that sill, down this frame here, and at the bottom there's going to be a bit to clean up as well. We're going to have a wet rag and a dry rag with us at all times. It's easiest just to have two. You start with a wet rag, that wet rag gets exchanged out, you go and grab a fresh rag, and your dry rag that you were using then becomes your wet rag. This is the dry rag we're using. We're going to be detailing the window, finger in, so you've got a nice small point of surface here. Run your finger along the edge of the window, detailing anything that may be left on the window. This is also a really good one if you say have a tiny little mark here of water that you need to get rid of. Instead of wetting up the entire window again, simply grab your finger in the rag and you can just give that a one swipe down at that. Remember to start and pull. We don't want to be doing this on the window, dragging and then dragging back and just smudging it in. It's always just a very concise pull. Make sure the window's clean. Make sure you're using a dry part of your rag for that. If you were to use a wet rag for that, you're going to be left with a big smudge. Now, for a wet rag, this is to do the cleanup. So we can obviously see a fair bit of water here at the bottom. Same thing, fingers inside the rag. Just run them along the bottom of the frame there. You see water here, give that a good rinse, and you're all done. If it was me personally cleaning this bay of windows, I'd probably just leave this. I'd clean the windows first. I'd go around and detail them individually, and then once all the water's out at the end and we need to do a clean up, you can just clean up everything and just do one big mop. It's just a good way to keep efficient on the work site.